Hi guys, my name's Chris, and I just wanted to talk a little bit today about how your RVibrake 3 is going to interact with your brake pedal when you're towing. Specifically as it relates to maybe tires locking up, or if you feel like the brake is pressing with a tremendous amount of force, more than should be necessary. Basically, this problem stems from two different situations, and I'll explain both of those. The first is going to be if you have a vacuum vehicle. Basically, in this instance, you have a master booster under the hood that's creating vacuum while you drive when the ignition is on. Now, if the ignition is turned off, there's only about 3 to 4 presses of the brake pedal until this master booster is fully expended, and it creates what's called a dead pedal, where there's no assist on your pedal and it's very hard to push. This is what the RVibrake is expecting when it goes to push on your pedal. The problem is if the vehicle is ever left on during setup, or if it started at some point afterwards, well, now you have assist on your pedal when the brake is expecting there to be none. And so this obviously creates a problem. The second instance is if you have an active vehicle, one where there's always live assist on the pedal. It doesn't matter if the ignition is running or not, and you have the brake in a vacuum setting. Well, again, in this case, it's the same thing. We're pressing with too much force on that brake pedal. So fortunately, the solution to both of these problems is very simple. If you have an active vehicle, just make sure you're towing in an active setting. You can check that on your tablet or by going through the manual setup procedure on the brake. If you have the first instance with a vacuum vehicle, there's 3 things you can do to make sure you never see this issue. The first being, make sure the brake is the very last thing you do when you're setting up. Go through your entire procedure you have to go through with the vehicle and set the brake up last as the very last thing you do before you start moving. The second thing you can do is if you ever start the towed vehicle at any point during your travel, if you have to stop and start it, anything like that, make sure you reset up the RVibrake. And the third and final thing is if you stop somewhere overnight and you unplug the brake, make sure you do so and then make sure you plug it back in the morning and set it back up again. So doing these 3 simple things are going to make sure that you never see this issue. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. We're available by phone, chat, or email. Thanks so much for watching today, and happy RVing.